Good morning, friends. Wish you all very happy Ekta Divas. The Day of Unity is not only important for India but is also important for the world. If you look around, larger continents and larger places like Bharat broke into small groups of people called nations or communities or whatever. Same happened world over. Europe also broke into many small countries, and America probably has survived, but can happen there also. It is happening in UK. But most important is to understand that purpose of creating small units was to give impetus to growth, to make smaller units more productive, profitable, and useful for survival of humanity, mankind, and happiness within the people and existence. But has it been achieved? India, Bharat, after it broke into small states, thousands of kings and queens emerged, some holding few villages, some holding one village, or maybe some more like that. But all were fighting for taking control of others. How many such countries or such broken small units were really giving happiness to the people? That question probably has not been analyzed fully either by the historians or by politicians or by leaders of the world. Sardar Patel, after declaration of independence, brought most of these broken small kings and queens under one banner and created a new India within Bharat. Bharat was still far away. East West Pakistan, or now Bangladesh and Pakistan, Afghanistan, Burma, etc. The days when Bharat existed and world was having the largest period of peace, all those who are today calling themselves great nations carrying nuclear bombs and atom bombs and whatnot were united. That unity was not without purpose. That unity was because smaller groups fight more, larger groups with larger force, and enforcing law and order all around brings larger peace. Probably need is for a United Nations with Army, Navy, Air Force, Space Force for global security. A United Nations which works like the grand old Bharat, works under one banner. There is a strongest army and lawmaking body under United Nations, guiding everybody, managing everybody, and controlling unmanageables. This is the need of the day. So what Sardar Patel did for India after independence, there is a need of a global leader who can bring all broken continents and small continents under one supercontinent as it existed probably millions of years back under various names, right? Of course, at that time the land was a united mass which broke under the influence of water waves. But even today, these water waves can be controlled through by bringing everybody under one banner, doing well within their own boundaries for the well-being of their people, for happiness of the world and survival of all. and not fighting with nuclear bombs and arrows and whatnot. Take the example of Ukraine and Russia. Russia has not used nuclear bomb yet and is fighting with conventional war. Because the other European, American or others are supporting from all sides, the war is unnecessarily going on. If winning is the only game, they can use atom bomb and be done. Once America has done it in Hiroshima, Nagasaki to break Japan at that time. Russia can also do it, but not do it. Nobody is giving credit for this understanding that the nation and the person with the largest stock of nuclear weapons under thumb is not using any, and those with few here and there are showing as if they are the greatest fighters and can destroy everyone. In this role of America is also not very good. America basically is a materialistic nation. They have gone far away from spirituality. Probably spirituality existed in the days of Lincoln and before, but they have gone far away and only money is important. Mr. Trump wants to become the president for the third time and is tying up with China after declaring them their enemy for rare earth materials. Why? If you are so great, keep within yourself. No. They want to become the bigger world leaders by taking others' property. All these need to be controlled. United Nations today is toothless, not because those who conceived of United Nations do not understand it, but the balance of power between material oriented and welfare oriented and spiritual oriented. Unfortunately, spiritual oriented only was nation like India, who were not a force to reckon with at that time, but socially oriented and materially oriented America and Russia were. And consequence of that is veto with some people, United Nations toothless, and world every small and big fighting with each other. Therefore, a message which should go on the day of unity, Patel Jayanti, is that world needs a leader, world needs a organization, a supercontinent where everybody all weapons of mass destruction are kept under one umbrella and can be used only for external, terrestrial aggression. Maybe after understanding the external world, this unity concept can be increased beyond Earth to space and other celestial bodies, Milky Ways, etc., so that nobody tries to destroy everybody and lives. Kindly understand, the number of souls in this creation is fixed. It is as much as energy and consciousness. If we cut a tree, if we kill an animal, it takes birth in another form. From the time when jungles and animals have gone down in the world, the number of people has increased. Consequently, the peoples have their background of animals also within them are fighting, because animals lived within the boundaries of their own small arena. Therefore, the need today is to enhance this boundary, make people spiritual, understand this earth is created, this world is created by God Almighty and not by human beings. Human beings are only destroying it or using it. God certainly wants human beings to use it and enjoy and live happily, but not destroy it. Therefore, once again we request all citizens of the world to unite together, create a unified world, a supercontinent with spiritual power and not the power of atom bombs and nuclear bombs to destroy each other. For this, a new United Nations or Community of Nations or Association of Nations or a larger nation called Prithvi be created, which should be ruled by the global citizens and the people who respect world peace, harmony, and life of every living, including plants, animals, etc. If we can do this, for this we need another change, since religion is nothing but practice of recognizing spirituality and worshipping those who created this world. They are all forms of God. God is like the president of the creation, but Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh and Devis and Devtas are like the presidents, chairmen, managing directors of the creation, and they are their forms called gurus, incarnations, came on this earth to teach people values of spirituality, creator, respect for life, and gave lessons called religion. Starting from Indian history goes back to Adi Guru Dattatreya and comes down to Raja Janak, but even the global side we have Abraham, Moses, Zoroaster, and later Mahatma Muhammad Sahib, earlier than that Mahatma Buddha, Mahavi, later Muhammad Sahib, and then also before that Christ and Sai Adi Guru Sainath in India, and of course Her Holiness Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi, who taught everybody the meaning of once again unity of hearts and minds and world religion, pure universal religion known as the Vishwa Nirmal Dhara. My request to all citizens of the world is respect every God, every form of God, every guru, every form of guru, respect all religions, all human beings, and tell everybody not to harm others. Anyone who harms others is evil. They should not do it. And everybody has a responsibility to control, crush, vanquish evil from the earth and bring the rule of goodness. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Vishwa. God bless all. Thank you very much.